Hey, we are here with Terra Invicta. This is episode 89 and the season premiere for season 9.
Woo!
It's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. We're back after so long. Not playing this game.
We're so back, baby.
We are so back, and I'm very excited. I've made so many notes. Have been thinking about this game for a very, very long time, and I'm excited to finally get to it. So, Seth, you had mentioned that you wanted to recap, that you desperately needed to recap. Yeah,
I think we could all use a recap.
Yeah, I'm sure. When we last left our heroes, they had last season was all about like taking to the Crimson Fleet, going to Scuttle Cove, the
I remember that
pirate city, and tracking down where the Crimson Fleet is, primarily to save Delhi, but also to save Lavinia, who Vanthus took.
Right.
Yeah, and also just to, attack the Crimson Fleet, because why wouldn't you? So you guys did a multi-session assault on the Crimson Fleet base, which ended in a tactical retreat minus Audrun, who stayed and saved Delhi from having the Shadow Pearl extracted from her magically, and probably dooming the multiverse as a result. But luckily, Jordan is awesome and managed to save Delhi and the town and Mr. Krabs. And,
do not do finger quotes to that, Jordan. It was awesome.
And so we kind of left off with the Crimson Fleet kind of hightailed it out of there after this point because they were scared of whatever just happened with Delhi, because Delhi's like the pearl inside of her got like redeemed somehow, and then it got out, and so like they have Audrey, you guys have like a weird like nega pearl now, like a good like light pearl. Oh man, that was the thing I needed to make details for. I wanted to like figure out like a name for that, like some sort of alternate to the Shadow Pearl, and like come up with some things that it could do.
The Sonic Pearl.
The Chaos Emerald. That'll be something that we explore together, I'm sure, as you guys try to figure out what to do with it. I know it was talked about at one point to be hopefully be the secret to making Warforged or something in the future for Jordan. But so you guys, Audrun at the end of last session, found a statue of Demogorgon that was like a divination magic item that allowed him to ask questions of Demogorgon. And so he learned, basically you guys learned that you already knew that Lavinia was in the Gaping Maw, which is Demogorgon's realm, because of a note that she left when she was here with Vanthus before they headed out. And you knew that like Alisan, Delhi's dad, took off. Xiaofa took off. All the Crimson Fleet people took off, and you assumed that they went to Gaping Maw. I'm pretty sure you confirmed that with the questions that you asked. But you didn't confirm. Like I think, as far as you know, Lavinia is not with Alisan, but is in the Gaping Maw. So likely she's with Vanthus, and they are somewhere else besides. So they didn't go to the same place. As far as you're aware of in the current timeline, that might change as if they move around or whatever. But so you're going under the assumption that like, okay, we got to go to the Abyss, save Lavinia, and finish off the Crimson Fleet, take the fight to Demogorgon, whatever we need to do to like stop this whole thing, because the Shadow Pearls are still out there, right? There's still like 40 of them like across the world that have been distributed, and like that's far outside the scope of your capabilities to like go to every single city where these are and like stop them individually. So you're hoping that whatever you find in the Abyss can lead you to stop Demogorgon's plans once and for all, and kind of put a stop to the Shadow Pearl plan at the root, rather than having to go and track them all down. You're hoping that Delhi now being redeemed and this weird light pearl thing, that might be because like there was this whole thing with like Delhi being like the master pearl that they needed to like set off the thing. So yeah, as far as you guys know, you're in a pretty good position here. You are going into the Abyss, so that will be dangerous. But you have whatever this pearl is, you can hopefully use it to stop Demogorgon.
Who has the pearl?
I think Audrun has it right now.
Okay. I'm trying to think if Delhi would insist on having it.
Yeah, I mean, you certainly could, but
or is she glad to be rid of it because it's been plaguing her entire life?
Yeah, I don't know.
Also, what did I
Delhi
do for
wants
Delhi's
to eat
voice?
The pearl.
No, Delhi doesn't want to eat anything anymore.
You did like a slightly lower version of the same voice changer.
I'm wondering if it's still in here.
Is it there? Was it this?
That sounds right. Yeah.
Okay.
Just a reminder with that, when you do the voice, typically it goes softer. So being louder and being closer to the mic is always good when you have that on.
Okay.
Just a reminder. But yeah, so we left off with you guys still at the Crimson Fleet base. You're kind of wrapping up some loose ends before you head out. You were given, the collector showed up and gave you a wake portal, which is a device that you can hook up to the Sea Wyvern to your ship and travel the planes with it, right? So you don't have to you don't have to go there individually or like without, you basically will have a base, right? You have this ship that you can.
It's funny. I saw it in my notes, Alan Dale. I'm like, who's that? Oh yeah,
the collector
guy.
Yep. Yeah.
My own NPC
the NPC that's really only relevant to your character. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's been a while.
It has indeed.
We weren't able to convince the others to come with us, right?
So, I think that... So what I just listened to the episode a couple days ago, to refresh myself, and we didn't make a roll, as far as I can tell. But I think I said like there's not really a reason for them, at least in the initial part, to not come with you.
I have written down Sayori won't come with us.
Yes, so you failed. Sayori was the one you needed to make a roll on. You failed the roll for Sayori. She's not coming with. She's like, I did my part. I paid back the debt for like getting Lavinia killed and whatnot. But like, I'm out now. So my plan, as I was thinking through this adventure and whatnot, I was like looking at this cast of characters that is on the Sea Wyvern, and I'm like, we literally have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 full PC characters that could / are definitely going to be on this ship with you, including you guys. And I was like, that is far too many. So my plan is, these people will all likely go with you into the abyss on the Sea Wyvern, but they will not all come with you on every mission. The plan will be, there are various things that need to be done in the planes, right? And the Sea Wyvern is now going to be the base of operations from which all of these characters are going to do missions. And so your guys' main thing you're going to do is go to find the prison where Lavinia is and like break her out or whatever you need to do whenever you find out more information about where she is. I have particular ideas about the other kind of missions that are going to be happening behind the scenes here. My general plan is going to be that the Agents of Pain, as I've named them officially, the alternate group, Damien, Henry, Tanakh, and Ronan, who work for the Lady of Pain, are going to... I thought that was pretty fun.
It sounds like so much of like some like emo chat room title. Agents of Pain.
We're the Agents of Pain. Yeah. Bad emo band. Yep. They are going to be given a particular mission by the Lady of Pain while they're around the abyss, and will likely have their own things that they're doing. But they are your, like, as far as our conversation that we had with Takui last time, you were basically like, we should be allies. We should stop kind of dancing around and like kind of having you show up last minute, and like we should just like work together. That was like your plea to them, and they're like, sounds good, we'll do it. And so that will be the plan. They're not going to kind of be the side thing happening. They will be part of your general assault on Demogorgon. It's just that to keep things from going out of control, I'm going to have them go off and do something else and then come back, and we can have stuff. My goal is basically to give you guys some options if you do want to take some NPCs with you on a particular mission, but like have other things that can be going on in the background to send off most of the NPCs so that we don't clutter everything up. But they're obviously still important characters. We want to explore, your guys' relationships with them and all that stuff. So I'm not like getting rid of them.
When I was dying, I heard that Nestor actually loved me and was like, what was the resolution of that?
Yes, as far as I remember, you guys are like tentatively a thing again.
Okay, yeah. Just want to make sure I remembered that correctly.
Yeah, the big thing was like, you're both going to go after Luna now because he's convinced that she like poisoned him against everybody. And he reconciled with Audrin, who was like the main point. The main reason he went with Luna in the first place is she managed to convince him that like Audrin was responsible for their colony's destruction.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. And they reconciled there and are bros now. So
yeah. Okay.
so that got
Cool.
that
Cool.
got
Cool. Cool.
completed.
Cool. 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 Cool.
The other NPCs that we have going on, we have Benedict, obviously, and I have some thoughts on what he could or could not do in theory, though he's just planning on coming with you. Surge is going to be, I think the plan was to resurrect him. I think that was the plan.
You have his body.
So we will have to figure that out. And then Nestor is obviously here. He's not technically part of the Agents of Pain, even though he was working with them. So he's kind of attached to you and to Emily and Jordan's characters right now. So I feel like more than anyone else, like Benedict, Surge, and Nestor are probably the people who are coming with you, unless there's a good enough reason for. And I'm going to give opportunities to be like, what are your priorities? Should you send more NPCs to help X character do thing? The other character that's important here is Git. He's going to show up this session and be like, okay, I've been figuring out some things. Here's the situation, and like, there's another thing I need to do. Like, and then from there I'll be like, okay, guys. Here's the 3 things that you need to like accomplish, what everybody wants to do, what the Agents of Pain are going to do, what Git wants to do, what you guys want to do. Do you send any NPCs with them? Do you keep them all for yourself? Like that'll be kind of be the conversation at that point. So that's kind of the plan. The first thing we need to do though is kind of figure out loose ends at the Crimson Fleet base. The number one thing being, Audrin had an old friend / enemy, a tiefling named Them, who was found gibbering madly in the brig in the Crimson Fleet base. Now, you could certainly just leave him here. He will just die of starvation. But you can't ignore him at the very least, right? Like you didn't forget about him as you were scouring the base. You found him again, and you know he's here. What do you do with them? I think we kind of...
Was he the one that went crazy with the sword?
No, that was Juno. That was another member of the Neighborhood Watch, which is Audrin's old thieves guild that he was part of. Stem is the traitor. Stem is the one who got his whole band of thieves killed by riding them out to the Lotus Dragons, that thieves guild you destroyed in the first adventure. So yeah, he's still around, and apparently gibbering madly in the brig. So I think we get like our kind of opening credits. New anime opening on YouTube right now. You can go check out. And then we see whatever Audrin wants to do with Stem. What do we see?
Lock him up. No.
And part of this is like, too, like, what do you do with the Crimson Fleet base? One thought I had, I think you guys were joking, like, the magic is still on this place, so, like, you could make it your, like, special base if you wanted to. One thought I had there was, you're not going to be back here for a while, so it might be a good idea to give this to the Order of the Bitter Curtain in the meantime. Right? They were having a really hard time in Scuttle Cove proper, but if they got, like, this place to be able to kind of not be found, that would be really helpful for them. So that's one idea, because then we can have like Tolan and Leandra and the other Order of the Bitter Curtain people that you found, like kind of have this be their base and like keep it safe for you in the meantime, and any NPCs you want to leave here, sort of thing. If that makes sense to you guys.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Yeah. So we pick up on July 1st, 1644. By the way, that's the date today. Yeah, so however that last kind of like tying up of the loose ends would look like for you, Stem is the particular scene I had in mind, but if there's any other stuff like that, now is the time to do it before we head out. So yeah, what do you think?
I think we probably tried it. Well, first of all, did Audrin ever figure out specifically what was going on with them?
No. So, and again, you don't have to, like, you can ignore this plot thread, but it is a thing that's weird that you might want to check out, or at least this is going to get a chance to get closure with that character too. Like, he's obviously at your mercy. You can just kill him if you really want to.
Oh, I will. No, I'm just kidding.
As a lawful good character.
Yeah. No. Chaotic good.
Yes.
I find justice in this. This is merciful.
Oh yeah. After you, my friend.
Yeah. No, I want to do an Arcana check to see if I can figure out what in the world is going on.
Yeah.
I have a suspicion, but
I don't know if I have it prepared, but reminder, you do have another magic user now who might very well have a spell to help.
Yep. This is definitely the sort of thing like greater restoration and stuff like that.
I don't
typically
know if I prepared that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You could also just bring him with you if you wanted to do that. If you wanted to do that and you couldn't do it today. Stem is, as far, he's not a super high level NPC necessarily. He's not going to be like a big threat if you like took him with you or kept him a prisoner.
Yeah.
Well, what do we see? I was imagining that we saw Audrin in the threshold of the brig, like looking at this tiefling kind of just gibbering madly to himself.
I feel like the first thing I'm doing is like flipping through a book or something to try to find like what kind of like some sort of creature book or something.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Trying to figure out, haven't I seen this somewhere before? So would that be Arcana or History?
I think Arcana is probably the best thing to roll here. I'm just trying to find the brig section of this.
Watch me somehow completely off rail the entire campaign and open up a dimensional rift or something here.
Do you want to give us the first roll of the season, my friend? Start us off.
Only if I can
set the
get
tone.
a drum roll.
Whoa! That's my boy.
Yeah, 13.
Hey,
I mean, you got a 30 though, so plus 17. You're ridiculous, my dude.
That's not even
one for every level.
That's not even my highest stat to roll.
Right, yeah, sleight of hand is like 20, is that?
It's 19.
19, oh my goodness. That's ridiculously high for 5th edition. Like 3.5, you can get pretty ridiculous modifiers, but like 5th edition is not usually. Yeah.
My highest is 11.
Yep. I honestly, this is one of the things I love about this campaign in particular, though, is like Jordan is the best person to have like super high skills like this because he always has like weird ideas about like things he wants to roll and figure out.
Extremely accurate.
Yeah. Like I was listening back through Terra Nullius a bit, right? And like the amount of times that poor Darius had to roll Arcana, it was a shame because he was not good at it. Yes. So, we see the prison again. Iron barred doors close off 4 cells in this area. Each cell is a filthy, damp space furnished with a single bucket, a heap of moldy straw and rags, and a wooden trough near the door for holding food. 2 prisoners are here. The first is a badly beaten, one of those fiendish captains, who I think at some point during this process you got his name. His name is Ratline Sid. That's in the book. He's like beaten within an inch of his life and like left, like he I think betrayed the Crimson Fleet or something, and he'll talk your ear off if you let him, but I assume you're kind of paying attention to Stem. Stem is muttering.
If he's beaten within a 1 inch of his life, then a 1 inch punch ought to.
Yeah, I mean, again, he's at your mercy. He can do whatever you want with him. Stem is gibbering madly. He is muttering incoherently and rocking in his cell. Some examples of Stem's ravings from
rocking in his cell.
No, not that kind of rocking. Fetal position. Examples of Stem's ravings from the last time you were here include: he wants me to do it. He wants me to. I hear his voice. It's in the walls. The walls whisper his name. The sea is alive. It's watching me. The 2 heads. They're always watching. Always laughing. And Audrin, it definitely seems with a 30 Arcana that it is some sort of like mind alter, like madness effect. This sort of thing is pretty common where demon lords are involved, especially the closer you get to their like lairs. Like if you were going to go to Demogorgon's palace on the abyss, this is the effect. Like you would become like this if you failed your wisdom save. Why it's happening to him here? I guess he could have visited Demogorgon. Like that's a pretty clear option. I don't know if you have any particular I don't know if you have any other more context to figure out the origins of it, but it certainly seems clear to you it's some sort of madness effect related to Demogorgon.
And it's nothing to do with what we found under the sea.
Under the sea.
When Tavi and
the sixth adventure with the Underdark stuff, with the Black Bile, is that what you're talking about, or the Elder Evils, or
well, like, you know, there were like the Titans and stuff down there, and there was like the thing that ended up killing everybody, and then there was the thing that tricked us.
The Aboleth,
So with this,
I don't think there's no connection comes to mind with that.
Okay.
It's more to you. It seems pretty clear. Demogorgon madness. So again, easy way he could have gotten this is he visited Demogorgon's realm and got influenced by this somehow. But you don't have enough context to know for sure what the origins of it might be. As far as you know, let me check the. I was literally just looking at Demogorgon's stats in 5th edition today, and there's like a thing in there where it talks about his lair and stuff. And let me see what. Oh yeah, just madness. Okay, let me figure out how madness in 5th edition can be removed, because that would likely be the answer you would get, is like whatever that needs to be.
I know when I have madness, chocolate cures it.
So he likely has indefinite madness, as in like it's not going to go away naturally. So you would need.
Get this man a Snickers.
So your options, Audrin, according to your 30 Arcana, is a calm emotion spell can suppress the effects of madness, while a lesser restoration can rid a character of a short-term or long-term madness. Depending on the source of the madness, remove curse, or dispel evil might also prove effective. A greater restoration or more powerful magic is required to rid a character of indefinite madness. So yes, I should have just read that part first.
Accessible.
Basically, the only way that you know of to get rid of, like, it seems like a pretty powerful effect on him. I mean, he's been like this for like a day, right? So, and likely he was like this before that as well. So yeah, pretty clear to you, greater restoration is what is needed. As far as you know, with all the Arcana knowledge that Audrin has, that's what's happening here. So yeah, is that something you would do the next day? I mean, in all fairness, Seth, like we can't just say that you prepared it. It doesn't.
Yeah, I had
much.
Geish over Greater Resto picked. And I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. I just forgot about Greater Resto.
Yep. So if that's what you want to do, you don't have any plans to like fight people today, so it might be the time to do it, right?
Yeah, I think it would be a good idea.
Okay. Yeah. Do you go get Deli then?
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Deli.
Yeah, so Seth, I tried. I went to the guy who did the token originally for us for Deli and asked
Having
him
the same token
like a
does-
month ago, like, could you just, because he was the one who made this, like, can we upgrade it a little bit? Can we like make her red and like make her look slightly older? And he's apparently too busy to do any art right now, so we are stuck with old Deli token.
I'm fine keeping the same token.
Yeah. I was hoping that as like a belated birthday present going into the new season, I could
Did
have
we
an upgraded
say
token.
she
But
was red again? I can't remember.
yes, you described her as being like 37 red Dragonborn.
Okay, so she's a lot taller. Honestly, probably as she's walking around. Well, actually, yeah, she's been locked up.
Yeah.
Probably walking around, she feels kind of clumsy because she just gained a lot of height from the last time she walked.
Yeah.
So she's a little clumsy, but yeah, she'll come, and if you ask her to help with that, she'll cast Greater Restoration on him.
Cool. Yeah, so you cast Greater Restoration, and nothing happens. From your 30 Arcana check, Jordan, the only way this would be the case is if there was some ongoing effect done by some source that is still actively somehow affecting him. You don't see anything in the prison, right? The prison doesn't have a magic thing on it, so you're not sure where it's coming from. But like, it seems as if maybe for a moment it is dispelled, but it immediately returns because the effect is still active. It's like actively giving him this madness over and over again. And from a 30 Arcana, you're really on, like, you have ways in which to pursue this research as to like figure out what's happening to him, but you don't know where it could be coming from. It's whatever it is, it's very powerful.
On a random note, I just realized something.
Deli can't smell magic anymore.
True. I mean, you still
This
have the
is probably
detect
very
magic
weird
smell,
for-
but
Huh?
or spell. You still have the detect magic spell. But
Yeah, but like she can't smell magic, and that's probably very weird for her.
Yeah.
It's like she lost a sense.
lost a sense. Yeah.
Maybe it's something he's wearing. Let's like strip him down.
I mean, if you do that, like you can do whatever you like. I assume that Audryn like double checks everything once he realizes that didn't work.
Yeah, I would do some sort of investigation check, but with
I don't even think you need to. Like you scour this place, and you've already scoured this place. There is no effect in the Crimson Fleet base that is doing this.
Well,
it is
I meant
something
like on him.
Yeah,
like-
yeah. I mean, he doesn't have anything on him. He is literally just a random prisoner. Whatever this effect is, like you have this weird like nagging like in the back of your brain. You're like, this is like a large effect, which means it might not just be affecting STEM, whatever it is. Like that's what comes to your brain is like the sort of thing that would have to do this would be something that is affecting, like if you don't find anything in the base, right? And he doesn't have anything on him, then like what? There's like an obelisk nearby or something that's like sending out a giant wave or something. Like that's what comes to your mind.
There was that Demogorgon statue.
Yeah, you check the Demogorgon statue. I mean, it got blown up. So
I forgot that part.
yeah, Audryn used it and then it blew up. And it's about the time, Audryn, that you were like, you're really at the end of your rope. You're like, I have no idea what this is. Like, this is bad. Like something is happening here, and it's far above what I understand. That's when Git shows up, and I think you're like in the prison again, right? Like looking over STEM, just like racking your brain, like what is going on with this dude? And Git shows up from behind you, right? We just get the shot kind of changes focus, and we see Git in the threshold. And is Deli there, maybe helping Audryn try to figure this out?
Well, because she probably what happens is she casts it first, nothing happens. She's like waiting for like a wild magic surge to
Right,
happen.
right.
And nothing
Oh my
happens.
gosh.
She's like,
This is. I'm not used to magic failing this way.
That is so funny. Yeah.
I am though, so I'm probably like, yeah, it's a disappointing feeling.
Yes.
Also concerning. Mainly
And,
concerning.
Git says in Deacon Ross's voice, something very, very bad has just happened.
You turn around, Deacon Ross. Oh, yeah.
Just Git. Yeah, exactly. And I at the in the interest of time and me not having to do a bunch of voices for Git, when it's not really going to add anything to the scene, he explains what he's been doing. So Git has been he started off right in the Isle of Dread. That's where you left him. And he was trying to figure out like, okay, so he moved the Isle of Dread, right? He figured out his thing that he was like worried about. He's like, I did it. I put it back where it's supposed to be. And ever since then, he's noticed that things are not right. And he tells you that he like went around the Isle of Dread, and so he went back to Farshore, and things fell apart at Farshore. Apparently. So basically, he traces real quick. I'm gonna build the suspense a little bit here. He traces his path. He's like, I went back to Farshore, things are bad. I went back to Calabar, things are bad. I went around West Africa a bit, things are really bad. He tells you, Audryn, something happened when he moved the Isle of Dread, and he is like really broken up about it. He's like, I was tricked. Like Demogorgon tricked me. Something went wrong. I was not supposed to do that. Like this was all a trap the entire time. I made whatever the Isle of Dread, putting that back, it finished some sort of pattern that Demogorgon had put in place long ago. And I remember at the very end of the 7th season where he moved the Isle of Dread, I like gave kind of mysterious shots of like obelisks and shrines glowing, including the one at Umkeshi. It let out an effect that has made every single abyssal tiefling in the entire region go mad and violent. So there was like a slave revolt everywhere, right? And like things are like crazy bad on the material plane right now because of that thing. And so Git has he's been frantically trying to figure out what went wrong and how to fix it. And so he tells you, it's like, that's what happened to your friends, them. Like, or not your friend, but like, he's like, it's kind of related to what I've been doing. See, I don't know what you do with that information off the cuff, but that's what he tells you.
Does this?
Does this have any relation to the shadow pearls?
I think it says, I must assume so.
Great. Means my father's a part of this.
Well, he might be higher up than that, above his pay grade.
Above. That's bad.
He nods. We're getting into the real end game now, folks.
I didn't know they had Avengers here.
We are
that's-
the Avengers.
That's Git saying that, by the way.
I don't
Yeah.
think can he speak? He's a Kanku. He can only speak through voices he's heard.
Yeah, I know. You heard someone say that at one point.
Well, I know. Okay, I knew it was him saying that. I thought you meant like his own voice. I'm like, he doesn't have.
No.
Okay.
He just goes.
I just wanted you to make sure. I wanted to make sure that it wasn't. You knew that wasn't me saying that. As
Yeah.
I figured.
So yeah.
I think Audrey just like starts rubbing his temples a little bit. Headaches just get bigger, don't they?
yeah. But yeah, so he's filling you. He's like, I think the answer lies in the abyss. Like whatever this is happening in West Africa specifically. Like there is a area of effect that this is having. And he fills you in. He's like, I've been doing some research on the planes and stuff, and the way that how the planes work, Audrin, he tells you, and the basics of it are like the planes, the three main planes are like the mirrors of this world, and except with whatever aspects, the body, soul, mind. And so he basically says, yeah, in the soul realm, like this region right here is like Demogorgon's region. So like if I think I need to go to the soul realm with you, and like there's some thing there that's like setting this off and is the key to like unraveling it. And it's probably all connected to the shadow pearls and this whole giant plan. So yeah, the tieflings haven't become savage beasts. Like they didn't do shadow pearl effects on them. And it's only tieflings, right? Like the shadow pearls are supposed to affect anyone. It's almost as if this is like some sort of test run, maybe, or like some proto version that like was supposed to go off a long time ago and never got set off. And like basically, as he says, like, I think like the Tiefling Empire was smart and they like moved the Isle of Dread because they knew this was going to happen and they stopped it. Right. And I was stupid and I put it back.
Well, we have one thing going for us. They don't have the Master Pearl anymore.
Yeah, he nods. But if they can do something like this, he says in Deacon Ross's voice, who knows what they can still accomplish.
Okay. Sorry, this is out of character, Jordan. I'm just like, gosh,
yeah.
darn it.
I'm giving Jordan a bad day. Takewee is huge on the screen right now because I was dragging her picture over to put in front of Alyssa's blank video. Pay no attention to the giant Takewee.
Takewee is huge on the screen. I don't see a giant Takewee. I just see.
Not on that screen, the overlays.
Oh.
Takewee's so big right now.
Big in Japan.
I was about to say that.
Sorry, Alyssa.
So yeah, basically it's like, gets like, okay, we're going to the abyss, right? Like that's the plan because I need to go there now. I'm hitching a ride.
Well, we're glad to have you on board. We're certainly going to need you, especially now.
He says in some woman's voice, I only wish he was under better circumstances.
As do I, Git. As do I. Meanwhile, what am I going to do with you, them?
He's the bit.
You see me? He sees me. Both of them see me.
And Stem is Stem a tiefling?
He is a tiefling.
Okay. At least we know what's going on.
Audrey's like, I could close the gate and leave him here to starve, and then he'd die. I could be merciful, and like he's having this conversation internally with himself.
Yeah.
He's like, I could be merciful to him and just kill him now. I could bring him with us. Nobody wants that. That doesn't do anybody any good. That doesn't do anybody any good. It doesn't do anybody. And then he figures it out. And this is probably about the same time he figures out that he's going to give this base to the
Order of the Bitter Curtain.
Order of the Bitter Curtain.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Basically, he's
Like,
going to have
they'll take care of him.
Yeah, exactly.
Makes sense. And they can just kill him if something goes wrong.
Yeah.
You give them permission.
I would tell them, look, if somebody breaks in and in your defense of the estate here, he happens to get caught in the crossfire and meets a timely end. No.
Untimely end.
Or I think Audrey says timely end.
A well-deserved end.
Yeah. And in that event, don't beat yourselves up. Don't blame yourselves too much. Just keep on keeping on, and it'll be fine.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense, right? Like we can have some other NPCs that we're going to be off screen anyway, and kind of take care of this. And you can always come back to this once you figure that out and have a final scene with them. Give them justice, whatever you need to do in the future. Cool. So yeah, now I want to give you guys an opportunity to just kind of like take whatever time you need to like prep yourself, figure out any kind of last minute stuff you want to do here before you head into the Gaping Maw.
So many things I want to do.
Oh, by the way, Git has Jack with him, that random yam jack-o'-lantern thing, that like glowing, it's like a flame skull, except it's a yam. A jack-o'-lantern yam.
It talk?
Yeah, it talks. Yeah, he's like, oh, good to see you. Good to see you. You're not gonna kill me this time, right? Right. We're buds now. Yeah, he's around. Yeah, I mean, I have a couple of things that I'll mention as we're kind of getting.
Yeah, I
ready
don't
to
think I have
go,
anything in mind for like preparing.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything either. I accomplished what I wanted, which was getting all those NPCs there to complicate Caleb's life.
Yeah, no, hey, that's totally fine. I figured out how to figure it out. Yeah, it makes sense. Like I think we talked about this last time, but like they're a pretty important part of the campaign now. Like they've been intricately tied to everything, and might as well have them continue on with y'all.
I have a couple of goals.
Mm-hmm. But you can't get XP for those. I'm sorry.
That's fine. I didn't really do that very much in the campaign anyway. I was never really good at that.
What else is new? Yeah.
Yeah. What else is new? Exactly. No, I want to lay down and cry. No, I want. There's some items that I need to acquire.
Yes, we will have a shopping thing soon.
Okay.
If you can tie it into that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that'll be in a second here. Cool. The one thing I wanted to do, kind of talk about briefly before we kind of, as you guys are getting ready to go and like firing up the Wake portal, is kind of get a quick like inventory of your guys's like maybe costume changes, skin changes for season 9, right? If you wanted to update those.
I mean, mine's pretty obvious.
Yeah, we've definitely already talked about Deli's. and also go through your guys' kind of magic item inventory a little bit here. Most of them, I partially just want to be reminded of all like the random gadgets and trinkets you guys have, just so I can, for my own picture of what you guys are wearing. But then there's a couple of items that I've decided to kind of give names to and give a little bit more weight to, like we used to do back in the day. We've kind of just been assuming that all the magic items are blank and boring, but that is blank and boring. So we're not gonna. Wanted to give a couple of them names at least, so we'll talk about that. So yeah, Seth Deli is like 37 years old, a red dragonborn.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, does no one question her about that?
I mean, I feel
Here's
like
the thing. We know you've been through some stuff. I just feel like, at least for Anna, like, I don't really care that you're old. Like, obviously, bad stuff has happened to you. You're back.
you also knew
fine.
like wild magic was a thing for her, so
Yeah.
it's not like a super big assumption to make to be like, oh yeah, you weren't the right age you were originally.
I was just curious if anyone would ask Deli about that mainly. But yeah, I look a lot different. I look just like a big red dragonborn, and you gave me an item. Is that the only difference really other than that?
Yeah, as far as I know, I think you got most of your items back from because we decided they got thrown in the treasure vault, and Audrun found them again and kept them safe. So I clicked on your character sheet and it's taking forever for it to load for me.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's a me problem apparently. I know Roll20 is just freezing. Okay, here we go. Because I think most of the stuff you had was like you had like your bag of holding where you shoved everything in.
Yeah.
You had like Trident to Fish command.
Yep.
I assume you'll still end up using that at some point or wanting to.
Fish.
Because I think if I remember correctly, it's like as long as something has a swim speed, you can try to do the thing with it.
Yes, because there was the one creature that
It's like a kraken or something that you
it's
managed
like a
to. Yeah.
kraken.
So don't worry, there'll be more oceanic stuff that we can deal with at some point here.
I mean, there's a big. We're set in the ocean, I would imagine. So
Exactly. Yeah. Wow. You have a lot of stuff in this.
I mean, I have pretty much every. I just have a lot of stuff. I think
You have a +1 shield. You have a drift globe. You have a wand of magic missiles. A ring of mind shielding. When did you get a ring of mind shielding?
I got it near the beginning because it shielded you from people detecting your thoughts, and I got it originally so that my dad couldn't find me.
Ah, yes.
And then
Adamantine armor. You still have that?
Yes. Oh, I mean, do I? Does it still fit me?
Oh, no, it wouldn't.
Could I reshape it somehow?
You'd have to like find someone to do that for you. We'll have opportunities to do like shopping and other stuff like that.
Yeah,
so
you said
you
we're
can
gonna
ask
have a
them.
shopping
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. You can ask them about it. But yeah, as of right now, it fits like a 5-year-old dragon girl. So
I don't have armor currently. So let me
currently no.
Let me unequip.
Neat. Yeah, and let's talk about your sickle, shall we?
Wait, my
so-
armor class went up when I wait. So
That doesn't seem right.
It doesn't.
Yeah, let's talk about your sickle a little bit here. So, we gave you this sickle, Madoc, and I think Madoc gave it to you, right? Because he was like, "Here's something to like help you control your magic better." I think was the idea because it like gives you
remember.
spell save DC increases and other stuff like that.
I can't remember completely, but that's
Yeah, you get a
It was
+2 bonus to spell attack rolls and to saving throw DCs of your druid and cleric spells.
It was the item I got for my collector rank, which is different now that I don't have wild magic.
Yes. True. Yeah, didn't think about that. It's fine. I think Deli is going to be moving out of being a collector and maybe into something else at this point anyway. This item has more to do with being a druid, and I honestly think it's a perfect item for Deli Star Druid to have.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're going to start. So I think I said this originally too. Madoc gave you this and said like, Sophia, the goddess of the moon and wisdom, helped me craft this for you. And I'm pretty sure that's what I said originally. To help you, because it's like a moon sickle, right? Like that's the whole item. And so he gave it to you, and I think that's still the case, right? Even though you drop being a the rank you were in the collectors. This is like a gift from those gods. And I think like you didn't really get a chance to use it that much, so I don't feel bad like making up some more lore about it. I honestly think like we haven't been able to get into it a lot because maybe Deli knew some of this already, but like now we're learning about it as the audience. Your Moonsickle's name is Raya's Last Mercy. So and at some point Madoc filled you in on this, right? This sickle was once the spiritual weapon of Raya Olafemi, a tiefling cleric and a devoted servant of Sophia, goddess of the moon and wisdom. After a long life of service, Raya died peacefully, but her spiritual weapon did not fade. Preserved by divine hands, it was later reforged into a lasting form. The crescent blade now carries a legacy of radiant mercy and wrath against the darkness. The sickle is forged in the shape of a clean silver crescent, like a waxing moon. Along the spine are etched small lunar phase symbols arranged in a repeating cycle. Near the base of the blade, glowing softly and celestial, is a single inscription. Omnia quae habuae dedi, which means in Latin, that's Latin, but it's celestial. All I had, I gave. And when drawn, the sickle briefly flashes with a pale, ghostly outline, the lingering echo of the spiritual weapon it once was. In combat, it gives off a low, steady hum. And Raya's Last Mercy has a few fun extra features that I added to it. Obviously, it's like good for helping you with your spells. It also, when you cast a spell that restores hit points, you roll a d4 and add it to the amount healed. That was always stuff that was the original sickle did. I added 2 features to this sickle because I was getting excited about it being Raya's spiritual weapon. The first feature is called Raya's Legacy. When you restore hit points to a creature using a spell of first level or higher, you can choose one of the following benefits for that creature. The target gains temporary hit points equal to your wisdom modifier.
Is this
the target,
all in that? Is this all?
It's all in the document that I sent you.
Okay,
Yeah, it should be the
thank you.
same Google Doc. Yep. The target gains resistance to necrotic damage until the start of your next turn. Or the target can immediately stand up from prone and move up to 10 feet without provoking opportunity attacks. You cannot use the same benefit. What? Say again?
Which one is this?
Raya's Legacy is the feature.
Oh, okay. I see it now.
Yep. You cannot use the same benefit twice in a row. You can use this feature a number of times equal to your wisdom modifier. You regain all expended uses when you finish a long rest. Okay. You also have Echo of the Spiritual Blade. As a bonus action, you can awaken the sickle's former spectral power for 1 minute or until you lose concentration as if concentrating on a spell, so this does take concentration to do. The weapon manifests as a spectral projection of itself within 30 feet of you. The projection appears in an unoccupied space you can see and occupies a 5-foot space for the duration. While this feature is active, the sickle's melee attacks deal radiant damage instead of slashing. You can make melee spell attacks with projection against a target within 5 feet of it. The projection uses your attack bonus and counts as the weapon for the purposes of the attack. Once per turn, when you hit with an attack made through the projection, you can deal an additional 1d8 radiant damage. This projection cannot be moved, cannot take actions, cannot be targeted or damaged, and provides no cover or obstruction. But one last feature it has, as suggested by our very own Emily, the spectral projection counts as an allied creature for the purposes of determining flanking.
Here's the one thing I just have to ask, because I may be remembering wrong, but didn't spiritual weapon miss a lot?
It did.
Look,
but
it's really strong in the fact it's a 2nd level spell that didn't take concentration.
Yes. This version is a little bit more powerful because you can use it's like a special magical weapon and it has all these extra
I know. I just found it funny that we're doing the spiritual weapon that was notorious for missing.
Look,
well, yes.
the spiritual weapon was an amazing distraction.
I do think that like the thing that was notorious for missing was Sacred Flame from Raya Olafemi.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking of.
Look, here's the deal. The real spiritual weapon is the friends we made along the way.
Yeah. So anyway, so basically, like, the goddess of the moon, once Raya, like, left her service and died peacefully, right? She's like, this spiritual weapon is pretty cool. I'm going to craft it into a cool magic weapon. And now she has found the right time to pass it on. So there you go. There's your cool moon sickle.
Yay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Anna, so you have Blackheart currently on your sheet. Jordan also has Blackheart on his sheet. Who has Blackheart? The dagger, the dagger that like does darkness and It required attunement, so no one was like actually attuned to it yet. It was just like a thing you guys found.
Was that the one that also kept people from being rezzed?
No, that's a different
Okay.
dark
See,
dagger.
that's what I said. I said the
I
same
know, it's
thing.
confusing.
That one's Heart of Darkness, correct?
I don't know if we ever named that one. It was just kind of
That's a book.
buried somewhere.
Well, then what is the one on my sheet that says Heart of Darkness?
You have a Heart of Darkness on your sheet?
Yes,
You sure?
I thought I did. Yeah, Heart of Darkness.
Heart of Darkness. Okay, I guess maybe that's why we named it. I mean,
Or hold on. Actually, I think Heart of Darkness might be the effect when you use.
I think it is. I think it is.
I was just joking because Heart of Darkness is the name of a book.
Yes. I'm pretty basically. Last I checked, you both had it on your character sheet. I was just asking who actually has it.
I don't know. I don't think I've ever used it.
I don't think anyone has ever used
I
it.
also
Did we use it once?
maybe I've used it once, but I also thought I might have given it to somebody.
See,
You might have given it to
Did we
Jordan.
give it to an NPC?
Oh, good
Sounds
question.
vaguely familiar.
See, that's. I was wondering if we gave it to.
Surge.
Jimmy time.
Surge.
I don't think we gave it to Surge. It's possible you guys gave it to Tavi or Lyrith, and
That's
you don't
what I
have
thought,
it anymore.
yeah.
You can check their old character sheets to see if one of them have
yeah, I'd have to open the old Roll20.
I can do it.
Yeah, please do if you want to check. I think you have access to Tavi's at least. If you want to check on that, feel free.
Speaking of access, why do I have access to everybody's on this one?
I think
Why
I just.
are you being nosy?
I
accidentally.
don't think
clicked on
any
the
of you
wrong
have
one.
secrets from each other. So
Why don't you mind ya?
Well, not anymore. I did.
Yeah.
Deli's age is no longer a secret.
Before you guys logged into the Roll20, and I figured it would be easier to just give all players access so that when you guys got on the Roll20, you could automatically have access to your characters. Anyway,
yes.
if anyone does have Blackheart, I just have like a description for it. I didn't give any other special stuff, but so yeah, Blackheart is a thing that maybe if we haven't given to an NPC, you might have on you, or you can just sell it, right? And we'll have a chance to do that in a second here.
Yeah.
The other thing that you have, Anna, is your staff of Thunder and Lightning.
Yes.
No, I didn't give it any like extra bonus stuff because it already does like a ridiculous amount of things.
Yeah.
But I did gave it a name and a little bit of description, so we can kind of see that in action. Its name is Judgment from on High, because the god that it was originally made from or to Amadioha was the Igbaye god of justice, thunder, and storms, or something like that. So, Judgment from on High is its name.
Didn't you know? Did you know it has a song too?
Does it?
Judgment we have heard on high makes all of my enemies die.
No,
Love it.
Makes all my enemies slain.
Well, that doesn't rhyme though. Come on, Zach.
Well, 'cause
but
it's not
it
in-
rhymes to the original. That's right.
Yeah.
Sure. So this staff is made of dense dark wood, worn smooth in places and petrified in others, with faint grooves along its surface resembling old lightning scars. So it kind of like looks like it was like struck by lightning at one point. Small copper studs and beads are embedded in ceremonial clusters near the grip, and the head is wrapped in leather cords. Some original, others replaced over time. It kind of has the look of like a tribal weapon. It gives off a subtle warmth and low vibration when held, and it becomes faintly damp during storms, as if drawing in the air's moisture. When the wielder speaks with righteous anger, condemning injustice or invoking divine law, the staff causes the air around it to hum with static, and their voice to echo like distant thunder. So if Anna ever gets mad and happens to be holding Judgment from on high, you sound like you're a thunderclap.
That's fun.
So feel free to describe that at any point if you decide Anna wants to tell some people off.
And it's like time for you to get clapped.
Let's see. Alyssa still has Dusk Crusher. Obviously, Dusk Crusher has always had a name. But
Sorry, I'm just transitioning. I'll be right back.
You're good. Yeah, okay, let's go. I'll go to Jordan first. Jordan has a bunch of stuff. Jordan has a bunch of magic items that he's made that we've kind of came up with stuff for. I've been messaging Jordan a lot about magic items and stuff. So we figured out some cool stuff here. So first off, your armor. So you got like a +4 breastplate at that volcano temple. +4 breastplates aren't a thing in 5e, so we are downgrading it to a +3. We're downgrading it to a +3 breastplate. But it does have an extra magical effect as well. So your breastplate is called Bulwark of Plenty, Jordan. And I think I sent you this. So you guys should have all actually wait. I need to send this to you, Emily. I'll share Judgment from on high with you, so you can have that.
It's so weird how to.
Yeah. So you can have that information whenever you need it.
So you can know when you're being judged.
When you're being judged from the clouds. But yeah, Jordan, I think I sent you all the links.
Judgment on height. It's just like it's a +2 quarterstaff with extra stuff, correct?
I believe so. Yes, the base thing is a +2 quarterstaff.
Okay, I just need to adjust its like damage and stuff because it's being weird again. The damage was 2 + 2.
Very good. Bulwark of Plenty, then your breastplate, Jordan. This +3 breastplate is made from black volcanic steel with thin gold inlays along the plate edges. The chest plate bears a relief of crossed yams beneath a rising sun, the symbol of Njoku-ji, god of fire and the harvest, right? So that god that originally was that temple, the volcano temple was too. The armor is warm to the touch and faintly glows with a soft orange light. So that's what we can imagine Audrin has now, kind of like this soft orange volcanic light as he wears this breastplate. You also have the ability Bounty of the Flame. You have resistance to fire damage while wearing this armor. So that's something new for Audrin. You got resistance to fire damage, which is going to be very helpful going into the Abyss.
Doesn't have resistance to fire damage at this point.
You?
No, I'm a Red Dragonborn.
Oh, yeah, no one. Everyone has resistance to fire. No, Anna. Does Anna not?
I was like, I don't think I have resistance to
I thought you did. I thought you had resistance to some sort of damage.
Well, you had like dragon stuff, so I was confused for a second. Can you get resistance to fire, like for one of your draconic?
Because you have that like form you can go into where you get wings and everything. I thought you had resistance.
Yeah, I just get wings. That's cool enough that I get to fly. She drinks
a Red Bull that doesn't give her fire resistance.
I thought it gave
I get to fly during my turn a couple times. Okay. Yeah, no, I don't think I get resistance.
It's just Emily. It doesn't.
My bad. I thought you got resistance for some reason.
I'm just a girl
who likes to drink Red Bull.
Real quick, Audrin as well. In addition, once per long rest, when you take fire damage, you can use your reaction to negate the damage entirely and instead regain hit points equal to the fire damage you would have taken before resistance. Once per long rest, but if you ever get like a really bad fire blast, you could be like, not today.
I'm just like, now I got a fire in my belly.
Exactly.
I need to double check that. Doesn't Druid have fireball?
No? Okay.
I don't know.
Because I didn't see it on my.
I know they have fire stuff. They don't have like flame strike and things. Firestorm.
If I don't have fireball, that's sad. Anyway.
But yeah, so Jordan also has full deck. So we've decided to name his like wrist gauntlet Inspector Gadget thing. We named it Full Deck. This leather and brass wrist rig is a Frankenstein's monster of engineering. Scavenged bracer plates, clockwork gears from a venomous spider automaton, and 2 separate magical weapons half welded into the same frame. When worn, it sits snug on the forearm with the blade and crossbow integrated into hidden spring-loaded channels. A faint metallic chittering can sometimes be heard as its inner machinery resets between shots. So he obviously has his integrated dagger, his +1 magic dagger. We have specifically like mechanized a lot of this stuff. So now it takes you a bonus action, Audrin, to retract and withdraw the blade. I don't remember what verbs I'm looking for here, but you know what I'm talking about. To make it go in and out, you have to use a bonus action. But no, most of the time you haven't used this anyway, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal. You also have the integrated hand crossbow, +2 magical hand crossbow. The Red Queen's crossbow. You can fire it without using a hand to load or hold it. And also the dagger also counts as, you can use it without having a hand taken up, right? That's part of the special thing here. Yes, you can fire the crossbow without using a hand to load or hold it, provided the bracer is worn on one arm. The crossbow magically reloads itself from an internal magazine that holds up to 10 bolts. So that is the official, like, if you shoot 10 shots with this, you do have to manually reload it. Reloading the magazine requires an action and 2 free hands, but takes no additional time between shots. You also have a poison reservoir. A hidden chamber in the gauntlet can store a single dose of poison. You can apply poison to the next bolt fired from the integrated crossbow as a bonus action without needing to handle the bolt directly. The poison remains on the bolt until it hits a target or until 1 minute passes. So we don't have any poison particularly put in there yet, but whatever you decide to put a specific type of poison in there, you let me know and we'll know that that's loaded in there. And you can use a bonus action to make a shot, be poisoned. So there you go. That's full deck. Last but not least, we have your Hellfire pistols. I think you have 2 of them, right? Yeah, you grabbed 2 of them.
Yep.
So this is the weapons that the pirates were using to fight you guys. This fiend-forged pistol is made from blackened steel etched with infernal runes. Its barrel faintly glowing with an inner ember. So we have like Fire Audrin is kind of the theme we have going on now. At least until he like changes his stuff to Radiant or whatever he wants to do. Yeah.
What if I could use the redeemed pearl to do that?
Hey, definitely could. I'm sure you could. The grip is wrapped in scorched leather, warm to the touch. When fired, it produces a sharp crack, followed by a streak of burning light. It has a range of 120 / 360 feet. It does 2d6 fire damage. It does not require mundane ammunition. The pistol generates its own Hellfire rounds, but you can only produce a number equal to your proficiency bonus per long rest. Expended shots are regained at dawn. So it does have a lower amount of ammunition. Like you don't have unlimited ammunition. You don't have to load it, but it does. It's kind of like comes from your inner spirit or whatever, right? The last thing, it has a feature called Hellish Shot. On a critical hit, the target must succeed on a DC 15 Constitution saving throw or be ignited with Hellfire, taking 2d6 fire damage at the start of each of its turns. The flame lasts until the creature or another takes an action to extinguish them.
Like fire, Hellfire.
Yeah, so some pretty cool upgrades for everybody. And last but not least, we got you do have the crystal bowl. But let me know the first time you use that, and we'll kind of get more into what the particular quirks of it is. So I don't think you've used it yet. You thought about using it, but I don't think you have.
Yeah.
Last but not least, we got Takui. Takui, Dust Crusher. I just said, you decided to mechanize a few things about Dust Crusher. It is obviously your magical warhammer. It's a +2 warhammer. Has all the normal stuff it had before. It deals radiant damage. A fiend hit by this way. I don't know if did we ever change officially? I think originally it was undead. Did we change that?
Undead, and then we changed it to just demon, not fiend, because I think we fought a few fiends, but it wasn't a demon, and it didn't do extra damage.
I'm fine with it just being fiend. That's what I wrote down here. It's not that big of a deal. The things I added. So the description here is this leather-wrapped rod of volcanic iron and scorched bronze is marked with the spiral flame symbol of Esh, the neutral good god of fire and renewal. Obviously, you can summon the head of radiant energy to form a glowing warhammer. It has light like normal. You can use it to do the sunbeam spell as normal. I also added this. Your footsteps leave behind faint glowing impressions that fade after a few seconds. So when you have it active, like you kind of leave these like glowing footprints.
So it's not like she's gonna just give us our way the entire time.
No, it would be like if it was already lit on fire anyway and glowing very brightly like it normally does, then it also does that effect.
What item is this?
Dust Crusher.
Oh, okay.
Her hammer. So all of this is like, some of this is just like, naming items that we already knew about, but like some of this is like upgrading items, like especially for you, Alyssa, like this is like Dust Crusher becoming more yours and like attuning to you more and like upgrading a little bit as you've wielded it against your foes.
Yeah, I'm really curious to start talking to Dust Crusher.
Yes, that's the other thing. It is now sentient. Dust Crusher is a sentient neutral good weapon with an intelligence of 14, a wisdom of 16, and a charisma of 18. It has hearing and normal vision out to a range of 60 feet. It can communicate telepathically with its wielder while attuned. It can speak Common, Celestial, and Ignan, and it understands all languages its wielder understands. Its voice is calm and resonant with a low, steady tone of a controlled flame. So it's neutral good. It has like a whole personality here. I did write it all down there for you. I think I sent you this link so you have that information. But yeah, it's neutral good, right? It wants to kill fiends, destroy evil artifacts. And that's the other thing. We also mechanized its like destroying of artifacts ability. So instead of just kind of being wibbly wobbly, I guess you can destroy artifacts with it now. It actually has like a particular mechanic that I came up with. So it's called Light Unyielding. Once per long rest, while Sunbeam is active, as an action, you can use Dust Crusher to strike a magic item or artifact of evil or fiendish origin. So you can't destroy good artifacts, but you can destroy any magic item. But if it's artifact, it has to be evil or fiendish in some way. The item must succeed on a DC 20 Constitution saving throw or be destroyed. On a successful save, the item becomes inert for 1 minute, losing all magical properties during that time. Items make the saving throw using the following modifiers based on their rarity, and I have like anything up to a rare is automatically destroyed as long as you do this effect. You can just destroy any magic item as long as you like hit it. But any very rare, legendary, or artifact level magic items have a bonus to roll against to try to resist your artifact destroying capabilities. So there you go. We got some like cool magic item upgrades. You guys are ready to go into the abyss. You're welcome.
I would just like to point out the fact that I have less Riz than a hammer.
Teiku's gonna leave you for her Warhammer now.
Man, Dutch Pressure is just such a smooth talker. You know?
What was that, guys?
That's hilarious.
Wish Katie luck.
Bye,
She's gonna be
Katie.
Tomorrow.
Good luck,
See
Katie.
ya, good
You
luck.
got this. We believe in you. You got the touch.
Thank you, Jordan. Yeah, cool. So I assume you guys are gonna head into the abyss, yeah? Let me find. I just closed out something I shouldn't have. So I assume you're gonna use the wake portal now and go into the abyss.
First, I'd like to save my game.
Sure. Yeah. This is an important save point, certainly.
Yeah, hey, I'm really sorry. Would you mind if we took like a quick 5-10 minute break, right?
Nope.
I've been down for
No, that's a perfectly fine place to do it. Yeah. So we start to see Audrin like do the thing he needs to do to like activate the wake portal, and we'll go ahead and take a break on that and come back and head into the abyss when we return on Terra Invicta. Adios.